Pabst Blue Ribbon has simultaneously been recognized by the Gen Pop as a cheap blue-collar beer while also being the go-to hipster artist drink through an impressive feat of subtle marketing. While still retaining its Wisconsin brewing heritage, Pabst embraced modernity and remains as a ubiquitous Midwest brand that's exclusively featured in only the most chill watering holes through the Great Lakes states. Although it can be purchased anywhere in the world nowadays, PBR mostly resides in the most badass dives, art galleries, and any social gatherings all around Chicago and Milwaukee. In the early days, Pabbers had its first claim to fame, allegedly, being awarded the winning prize during the World's Columbian Exposition, where it's claimed to be the best beer brewed in 1893. Fast forward 87 years, and the company hit a 20-year slump, where Pabst Brewing had to downsize considerably and relocate from its original brewery. However, by 2013, they had exploded in popularity and cemented themselves back into the mainstream. Because the company didn't blast its beer with the traditional TV ad campaigns, consumers felt they were choosing PBR by their own accord. With the company having hired a ton of in-the-know field marketing reps, they ended up getting deep into the underground cultures of trendy events in big cities across the countries. Reps like Steve Nilsson, now the VP of Cult of Indoctrination at Liquid Death, spent years working the individual scenes to organically get Pabst in the hands of college-age people. Basically, marketers like Steve partied with the cool kids to give PBR the word-of-mouth marketing that ended up revitalizing its sales and reinventing its image. As Steve Nilsson said himself in an interview by the Challenger Project, there was no marketing being shoved down people's throats. Pabst wasn't Budweiser or Coors. It was spontaneous and honest and never fake. It's the independent little scrappy brand, and everybody wants to support the little guy. It's a beautiful can. You can recognize it from a mile away. We inherited that branding, and people felt cooler when they had the can in their hand. It gave them an edge. I soon realized that although I had no budget, I had this amazing brand equity to work with. With that being said, here's my brief opinion about the beer itself. So what is my personal opinion about Pabst Blue Ribbon itself? I think the beer is okay. Not great, not terrible, just okay. Every can that I ever open up, regardless of where I am in the country, I know exactly what I'm going to get and pretty much how it's going to cost. And in that feat, I think it's pretty commendable to make something on that large of a scale with that same level of mediocrity. More importantly, I think I have a little bit of bias. I lived in Chicago for 10 years. I'm an avid beer drinker. I had some work in craft beer. I'm one of those weirdos that would wait 12 hours in line to buy, the latest barrel-aged beer. And I still can appreciate something like this. Just something that's average. Especially on a hot day where you're hanging out with friends, eating hot dogs, drinking an ice-cold can of Pabst. There's several different things in my life where, going to a opening of a show, being at a college party, hanging out with friends, drinking ice-cold Pabst. And that's what I appreciate most about it. I think more importantly, being an avid beer drinker or someone who deeply has a passion with craft beer, it's rounded out my experience and knowledge, being able to find something commendable even in something that's what most people would consider crap. And I think that's what's important. When you find, if you truly love something, finding the ability to say no less often so that you can, even if you hate it, you at least understand what you appreciate about things that you love even more. And you can also define where exactly your personal tastes lie. And that's what's also made me appreciate it. It's if this is just the baseline type of lager, oh wow, this Pilsner is really good. that's another type of lager that I really like. And so that's the other part that made me appreciate PBR. So, anywho, that being said, crack open a Pabst, see if you like it or not, and, you know, cheers to trying out other types of beer, even if you might not like it that much.
What kind of beer do you like? Heineken? Fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!